Quezon Province is located in the Calabarzon region in Luzon. The total land area of Quezon is 870,660 hectares or 8,706.60 square kilometers, representing the largest land area share in the region at 53.21% and the sixth largest in the Philippines at 2.65%. The province is composed of 39 municipalities, one component city, Tayabas, and one highly urbanized city, Lucena, which is also its capital. It has a total of 1,242 barangays that are administratively divided into 4 congressional districts, contributing to the country's long-term vision of a matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay para sa lahat. Quezon's Ppdc outlines a roadmap towards becoming a progressive and healthy province that will be the prime agritourism destination in the region by 2030, uplifted by reliable and inclusive services, competent leadership, and empowered citizens. Quezon Province shall maximize its full potentials to be a prime agritourism destination in the region through a sustainable investment-friendly environment, optimized utilization of resources, provision of infrastructures and support services, and harmonization of policies and programs. It shall promote socio-economic development by providing accessible and quality healthcare services and education, enhancing agricultural and fishery production, intensifying livelihood opportunities and job generation, building better and more infrastructures, ensuring balance with nature and competitive tourism industry, advocating people's participation through the observance of good governance, adapting the regional spatial strategy of regional conglomeration, connectivity and vulnerability reduction, areas with high population density, built infrastructures, and busy economic activities are identified as centers, while those linking centers to centers are identified as corridors. These are primarily transportation arteries that serve as transit stations or interchange. On the other hand, the tract of lands between corridors with less dense population and limited supporting facilities are identified as wedges. This includes green corridor, protection and production areas. In terms of strategic development, urbanized and contiguous municipalities comprise the urban growth cluster that will serve as the hub of the economic activities in commercial, industrial, and services sectors. The remaining municipalities form part of the resource-based area development cluster, which functions as the production and protection areas in the province. 4 strategic development clusters are defined. Cluster 1 consists of the municipalities in the 1st district and shall be focused on agriculture, fisheries, and tourism, with industrial and commercial tracts. Proposed development areas include the northern and central Quezon agricultural area, Pacific, Polillo Strait, Lamon Bay Fisheries Area, Polillo Group of Island Tourism Circuit, and Central Quezon Industrial and Commercial Tracts. Cluster 2 shall serve as a heavy industrial, commercial, and transport hub of the province, with portions devoted also to agriculture and tourism. The 2nd District of Quezon, which include Lucena City and 5 other municipalities, is expected to urbanize the fastest with the most advantageous location for commercial and industrial establishments. Chaong and Lucena City will be developed into business districts, Candelaria and Sariaya Seaside as industrial areas, and San Antonio as human resource corridor. Also proposed for development in the cluster are Banahaw Ticob Nature and Wellness Tourism Belt and Sariaya Coastal Tourism Belt. Cluster 3 or Bundok Peninsula shall be primarily devoted to agriculture, fisheries, minerals, and tourism. Alibihaban Island together with the beach front of coastal municipalities shall be developed as tourism area. Vast farmlands shall remain part of the agricultural development, while the rich fishing grounds of Ragay Gulf will continue to be developed as fishery area. Cluster 4 consists of the 10 municipalities in southern Quezon. Gumaca, Calawag, and Lopez are identified for commercial, Atimonan for industrial, Plaridel for transport, and Lopez for institutional development. The rest of the towns, including Alabat Island, will be devoted to agricultural and fisheries development. Owing to its natural attractions and rich culture and heritage, tourism is a major development thrust in all municipalities in the province. Quezon is the least populous province in Calabarzon, with a plain share of 15.46%, or a total of 2,229,383, including Lucena City in 2020. Relatively, Quezon also has the smallest population density in the region, at 253 persons per square kilometer, attributed to factors of modest population size and large land area. Lucena City has the largest share of population in the province at 13.13% or more than 1/8 of the total population. This is followed by Sariaya, 7.62%, Candelaria, 6.49%, Tayabas City, 4.70%, and Chaong, 4.69%. Areas with the lowest population in the province are the municipalities of Humalig, Plaridel, Perez, Agdangan, Panukulan, Sampaloc, Patnanungan, Quezon, and Alabat, each with less than 1% share in the population of the province. Health and education remain a concern in the province. Thus, programs and projects geared towards providing accessible quality healthcare services and improve overall health conditions of the populace shall be prioritized, as well as those that will improve performance in learning areas. Quezon has a total of 474,439 hectares alienable and disposable land, while the remaining 396,221 hectares are classified as forest lands. The province is generally agricultural, where coconut plantations occupy a large swath of the A&D lands, followed by rice fields. The province has a total coastline length of 1,066.36 kilometers. It faces three major marine water bodies: Lamon Bay in the north, Tayabas Bay in the south, and Ragay Gulf in the east. These are all considered teeming fishing grounds in the southern Tagalog region. Quezon Province aims to attain food security through enhanced, efficient, and sustainable agricultural productivity, and accelerate local economic growth through agriculture and fishery, tourism, and other industries. In terms of land transportation, Quezon Province has three main corridors connecting most municipalities and cities, and traversed by several PUV routes and modes. Three main transport corridors are identified: Maharlika Highway Corridor, Bundok Peninsula Corridor, and Central Quezon Corridor. Quezon Province shall improve access to and within Quezon Province through various infrastructure projects resulting to economic growth. The present critical condition of our country is not only of socio-economic uncertainty, but can also be attributed to environmental problems. Environmental concern ranges from unwise use of land, forest depletion and degradation, improper disposal of household and industrial waste, and physical decay of some infrastructure's amenities, which contributed mainly to the problem of global warming and climate change. Quezon's topography is characterized by rugged terrain with few plains, valleys, and swamps. The Sierra Madre mountain range runs along the entire length of the province, with Mount Banahaw as its most prominent peak. The undulating lowlands along the coast are well drained. The province is very narrow, averaging about 30 kilometers by its width. Classified forest lands includes timberland reservations, forest reservations, protected areas, civil reservations, and fish ponds. Additionally, coastal and marine ecosystems such as coral reefs, seagrass beds, and mangroves showcase a rich biodiversity. With this, Quezon Province shall ensure a well-balanced ecosystem in the province through a proactive environmental governance. Also, we shall reduce exposure and vulnerability of communities to climate change and disaster risks and hazards. In terms of governance, provision of inclusive, gender-responsive social services shall be ensured. We shall continue to foster a safe, peaceful, and orderly province that is conducive to work, to live, to invest, and to do business. The fiscal management and efficiency of the provincial government of Quezon operations shall be enhanced. The development scenario in the PDPFP shall be a guide for the 39 municipalities and 2 cities in identifying programs and projects for implementation. It ensures a common trust of objectives of development that includes promotion of basic economic security by reducing poverty and raising living standards.